Hey Leo, welcome back. So I'm just kind of jumping right in because I don't have too much time, but we're just going to get the message finished and completed. So, speaking of completed, I just wanted to show you guys at the bottom of the deck the world card. This also was coming up in that Virgo reading. It was talking about a new world, um, a new vision, actually. That's interesting. What was coming up in the Virgo reading was, what do you want? What do you want her to look like? What do you want her to look like? Virgo was in a space where they were being given the opportunity to create their world, like a brand new world for themselves. And it seemed like one of the things that they maybe perhaps wanted to create was a new vision of what someone else looks like. So, kind of like daydreaming about how someone appears, like their features. She's gorgeous. She's so beautiful. So, I'm just transfixed. I don't even know what happened to me. um, Waiting. There's a lot of waiting. Okay. All right. So, Leo, you know, hang on. I'm got a little like lost. I got a little lost. Hang on. It's like I was getting lost in this vision, in this new vision. I'm getting lost in this like new vision, which is kind of a good thing because it's like you're manifesting it. It's coming into fruition. God damn, that hurt. So there was a reassessment, right? A reassessment of your vision of the things that you find exciting. There is there is something happening for you, Leo. And it's a tower moment. It's a tower moment. However, I know that people get a little like, it's a tower. Um, this is not a bad tower. This tower actually comes with the message of there are no more bad towers. There's only good towers from here on out. So, maybe a tower in a sense that it can feel overwhelming to you, but it's all good. It's actually something that's really good. Um, Kind of like that excitement, right? An excited energy needing to be like released out of you, like that, like that explosion, right? It can be seen as a tower moment. Um, that I don't know even know what to call that. It's like the spark or something. Like that could be seen as that's a really good tower moment, right? So that's what seems to be happening to you, Leo. Your vision is changing. The vision of what you desire is changing. And because of that, you are receiving this tower, which is a good tower. It's an exciting tower. It's very exciting for you. So, what's happened here is you're being it's really interesting. You're being split. You are being I see how in this tower he's wearing a mask, right? So this mask is because he's decided, right, to hold on to that mask, which is what we were talking about before, you holding on to that previous vision, the tower is happening. So it may appear a little bit, but it's all for good. It's all for good. So the tower, what's being split off of you, the thing that you're holding is that previous vision, right? So it's showing up as how do I explain this? So we have you here. You're here as the Strength card. And this is kind of like the mask. The thing that is around you, the mask. I hope that's understandable. So this is like the mask that you're wearing. This is you, your person, right? So what's being split off of you is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is coming through as, well, the Hierophant talks about convention. It talks about tradition, the traditional way that you would envision excitement for yourself. It's very structured. It's very structured. It is rigid. It follows the rules. So that's what's being split off of you in this Tower moment. You're seeking excitement and you're finding yourself very bored, and it's almost like you're pulling in the energy that is necessary to remove the things that would block you from receiving the justice, the excitement, the fulfillment, the playtime that you're looking for. So that's being taken away from you. You might be still clinging on to it because it was a part of your vision before. And those types of things are hard to let go of because it's like it symbolizes normalcy. It symbolizes normalcy to you. So it's comfortable. However, you're looking for excitement, and excitement is a little bit, I don't know, it's risque. It's, you got to kind of bend the rule. That's what's happening here. The bending of the rules, the bending of justice, right? So the flexibility, that's what you're looking for. And it's wanting, it is coming in for you. I mean, it's like, it's going to happen for you regardless of if it's interesting. It's like the universe is wanting to give you good things. The universe is wanting to give you that playtime, the joy, the excitement, all of that stuff. You're trying to find it in things that you like, in ways that you found it before in the past, but there's a new way, right? And it's wanting to come to you. And it's like, it's so bizarre because it's like you wouldn't think a Tower moment would happen for that, but it's wanting to come to you so bad because you're so built up, pent up energy that's wanting to explode from you. It's like it's going to happen. It's going to happen, kind of whether you like it or not. And it's like they're wanting you to come on board, be on board with this, because you don't yet know it, but it is actually what you're looking for. It's what you're looking for. So, Leo, your energy is being split purposely by the universe, by justice, by this Tower moment. And what's happening is that your mask of convention, the normalcy, all of the rules, all of the things that are supposed to be the supposed to be stuff, is being split off, right? And what's happening here is, so we have the Hierophant as the 5, right? And then here we have, this is the splitting that is happening. We have the Magician as the 1 and the Emperor as the 4. So as your energy, as the thing that does not belong to you, because it doesn't belong to your vision anymore. You might think it does, but it doesn't. Sorry. It's coming through as like incredibly confident. What the message is like. You might think that it belongs to your vision, but it doesn't. This new vision is wanting to come through for you. And part of it is it's coming up as this emperor. You know, the emperor and the Hierophant are very similar energies. The emperor talks about control. It talks about laying down foundations, laying down rules, like kind of keeping everything in order, structure. There's not a lot of free will or freedom of movement that is presented. I mean, look at his face. Like, it's very serious. It's not fun. It's not fun. And you're looking for fun. And so it's like there's a part of you that it's like you need to take your hair down. You need to let your hair down. You need to take that mask off to experience this. And part of it is splitting off this emperor energy. That could be showing up as your role as the emperor. So your role as father, or it's one actually coming through as like an administration, something like that. Your role, it could be like as a boss. Your role as an authority figure, something like that. Someone who like lays down the law, if you will, right? That is being stripped away from you. And what's happening here instead is you are being kind of like propelled into a space where you have more control. It's interesting because the emperor talks about control too. But the magician has control in a different type of way. Their control is like they're able to manipulate the energies around them to create, right? To create the world that they desire for themselves. So for you, it's coming as the excitement, right? The excitement, the joy, the bliss, all of those wonderful, tantalizing energies, right? You're creating it for yourself. And what I'm loving here is that when you're wearing the mask, if you will, when you're wearing this poised, it's coming through as like a poised Hierophant, could be a teacher, right? When you're wearing that, you yourself, your creative power, your ability to be able to envision the world as you dream is stifled. It's very small, really tiny, so small, right? And it's also above your head. So it's something that it's like, it's not accessible because you're playing a role or you're participating in like the norms of what society has deemed as pleasurable. But when this gets stripped away, whatever this title is, the emperor, whatever that is for you, when it gets kind of removed, if you will, because we do have the tower. Now, I want to remind you that this is a great tower that is happening for you because it's shaking up your foundation, and that's interesting. because the Four of Pentacles talks about foundations too, right? It's shaking up that, and it's releasing you. And not only that, it's bringing in this new way, a new way of experiencing your world, a new and exciting way. So whatever assessment is happening, it is all for good. It is all for good. It does seem like there's something that's coming through to you, like that Hermit. It does seem like there's something that's coming through that's kind of, it's like it's circling around you. It's like, look at this. We could be doing this. And then you're like, I don't know. And it comes up again out of the blue. We could be doing this. Or what about this? What about all this exciting stuff? Does this look interesting now? It does? Well, look at it again. Like, it's that's what this is. You see this infinity sign? That's this Hermit, like, circling around. It's like they're circling around you. It's just waiting for you to kind of, oh, that's interesting. It's waiting for you to, like, take the bait. Like, and if you were to take that, if you were to do that, it would split off that. It's like they're helping to remove that role from you. And in doing so, it puts you in a position where you can create a new vision. You can manifest a new vision for yourself. One that is, well, what I'm loving here is that when you're daydreaming about the previous vision, it's like, this is really small. It's very small. But then once that gets split off of you, it's large. It becomes a lot bigger. Your ability to create this free-flowing manifestation, if you will, it's like an ever-changing, ever-moving manifestation. It's not singular. It's like I'm seeing it as, like, if you have a goal in mind, okay, this is the goal I want, right? And then you achieve it. Okay, and then we move on to the next goal, and then you achieve it. Like, that would be the emperor. But this is what's coming through here for you is like, okay, we have this vision. We've gotten to that vision. Now let's manipulate that vision even more to cater to what you like, right? So to cater to what you like. If this old vision is being wiped off the board, it's almost like you're discovering what you like. It's that's what's being wanting to be brought to you is discovery. And when this tower for you happens, and convention is thrown out the window, you know, you are being put into a place where you can discover something new. You're going to discover something new about you. That's what's wanting to come in for you. You got to be open to it. It is a part of you and your new vision, but it's like something that you haven't yet discovered. That could only come in if your previous vision was blown apart. That's what's coming through. It's like this new aspect of you couldn't come to the surface because it's like it was being put in the background or like above your head, like something that you couldn't even access. Above your head, hang on a second. All right, above your head. So here, what I'm seeing above the magician's head, so part of what you're going to be discovering is this sword. You see how even now that sword is like touching his head. So it has something to do with the true you. It has something to do with your like the true vision, the true vision. This one from the past was not necessarily well, it was at the time. It was a true vision at the time. It no longer is. And so now a truer vision of you, of what your desires are. It's almost like you don't even know what your desires are. That's really interesting. And so it's like this is coming to you because it is one of, we were talking about the subconscious. It is one of your desires. It's like your internal landscape. Your internal landscape knows what this is. That's why I'm saying it's like it might not necessarily be a person. It could be presenting itself externally, like manifesting externally as a person, but it's like it could also be like an idea that's coming up, right? You're daydreaming. It's like something is coming up to the surface. And it's like that's whatever that is a part of this new vision. It's like justice is wanting to give you that was coming up in that Virgo reading. There's definitely a thread between the Virgo and the Leo reading. If you're dealing with a Virgo or if you have Virgo in your chart, definitely watch that reading because there's a correlation here for sure. Because just in that reading, Justice was wanting to give Virgo this sword, right? They were wanting to give them a new understanding of what their truth was. And it's like that's what's happening for you. That's it. What I'm hearing is like kicking and screaming. It's like we can it's like the universe wants to give you all of this goodness, all of this like joy and bliss, and they're like, we can give it to you. We can, if you're open and willing, we'll just give it right to you, or we can kind of just like drag you kicking and screaming to this blissful place. Either way, you're going. So it's like either way, you're getting to a place that's going to be exciting, but it's the resistance. Don't resist it. Don't resist it. Because it's all goodness. It feels great. It feels nice. It feels like what you've been looking for. You're looking for excitement, and it's like you're being given the opportunity to create excitement for yourself, a new form of excitement, a new form of play. That's interesting. Okay, so Leo, thank you so much for allowing me to read your energies. Appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.